Everybody, it's Invicta. It's time to know that you can run here the Binding of Isaac Invicta Repentance Plus series. Happy Monday, Mosh Pit. We are only 2 away from getting the Void only run, which is going to use just Void, and that is it, no matter what. Zero Whiskey, Foxtrot, Alpha, Quebec, Victor, X-Ray, Lima, and we've got the Broccoli haircut, along with we have Compost, and we also have good damage, but man, this tears rate 1.95. Lately, tears rates have been kind of a struggle bus, not going to lie. Go ahead and use the Compost right there. We get Spooky Bombs or Ghost Bombs. That's a decent, okay amount of utility to begin here, but the worst thing about... Well, there's 2 bad things about this run. Obviously, the tears rate, and secondly, the alpaca broccoli head haircut here. I'm not feeling it. Definitely not feeling it. I do like the Luckfoot graphic on him, like little gold... I'm not sure what that is. It's like a gold ring or anklet or something. I think someone with a broccoli haircut would definitely wear something like that. Anyway, we are only 2 away from the only Void run, which will find us using just Void, and that is it for every single floor for an entire run. And we'll see how strong we can actually get if we Void everything. Everything. I'm allowed to pick up Soul Hearts. I'm allowed to pick up Eternal Hearts, but every single item pedestal must be voided. And the only concern I'm going to have with that run is just going to be lack of HP. That's pretty much it. I think, and I hope anyway, that we're going to have good stats. We should, but you never know. Wow, this is 3rd Tinted Rock over here. We already get Small Rock, which has helped us out tremendously with our tears rate. Although it did kill us in the movement speed category. Need a Yave. Alright, so the game's not going to give us any Soul Hearts out of 3 Tinted Rocks. And no keys. Soul Converter would be pretty nice if we can get that. I am going to bomb. Yeah, I'd love to get the Mystery Gift as well, but we got instead... minimum payout once again from our donation machine. Dude, it's coded. It's got to be hard coded at this point. You will not be able to convince me otherwise. You're pretty much guaranteed to get nothing but minimum amounts out of your donation machines nowadays. Inflation's really hit hard. Let me tell you something. See if maybe we can get some help here from the Bomb Beggar. Almost tempted to go, if we could. Dude. Almost tempted to go for the Mystery Gift instead of the Soul Converter. Really kind of depends on what we get here, but since we lost 3 bombs, I got nothing back for it. I'm honestly kind of salty about that. If we get an HP upgrade here, I'll take the Mystery Gift. If we don't, then I'm going to take the Soul Converter, assuming we get 1 cent. Now, it's possible that we won't get anything because we have no keys to show for it. I mean, Latch Key would be fine right now. We would get a Soul Heart and 2 keys and a luck upgrade. You would think with 1.5 luck we'd have a little bit of luck, but yeah. I'll get a Tears upgrade here with Divorce Papers. We do have a Bone Heart, but it's not filled. And I'm going to, again, go backtrack here to see if we missed any fires or poop or anything, because it's going to be a real tragedy for us to end this floor on 14 cents, and I'm not going to give up my Bone Heart. Yeah, that beggar screwed us. 1,000% screwed us. All we needed was 1 cent from that beggar, and it would have been worth it. So I guess we just pick up a Soul Heart and just head on down to the next floor. That is a tragic... No, it's not. That's a scam. It's not a tragedy. And Curse of the Blind. All right. All right, so we're already seeing patterns here. The flags are redder than ever for this run. So it looks like the end of April is going to end the same way that the end of March did, which was with a whimper. After having such a strong midsection, too. I mean, the core of April was really, really, really strong. So I was hoping... Yeah, you're funny, game. I was hoping that that momentum would have carried on, but, yeah. We cannot take blind items under these circumstances here. And we go right to the boss room. It's going to be, by God, Black Pin. So Black Pin is not a pushover. We got to be careful here. He is a champion boss after all. That goes Pin. Mom's Pearl gives us a much needed range upgrade and another luck upgrade. And we can only take one Devil Deal. Now this one would indicate that it's a 2 red heart Devil Deal. And Spirit of the Night, okay. That's fine. First of the maze now. So we have no keys, no bombs here. I'm happy to have flying at least, and Spectral Tears are going to help out greatly, but until we can get our until we get our Tears rate solved here and some more movement speed, we're not going to be totally safe. We almost got clipped there because of on physics. I mean, Small Rock is always a gamble because you know that you're going to be getting a Tears upgrade and a damage upgrade, but at the cost of mobility. And in the moment, it seems like Small Rock always makes sense, right? Like it's like, oh yeah, you see movement speed upgrades all the time. Why wouldn't you take it? But there's the hidden cost of something like Small Rock that does destroy your movement speed if you already have bad movement speed. We started with we started with 1.10, which is not bad. I mean, that's a respectable movement speed at the start of an Eden run. And when I say hidden cost, I mean how much damage are we going to have to pay with our HP because we took a movement speed down, or we don't make dodges that we should have because we would have the adequate movement speed versus not. That's what I mean when I say hidden cost. A golden polished bone. Well, that could be something interesting here. 33% chance to spawn a bone orbital or a bony. This is not what I wanted to see here. Not at all. There goes Florian. At least we don't have to worry about the creep from Ed, but that would have hit us if we didn't have flying. Oh, we did get a black bony. Whoa, black bony, bam to bam. Whoa, black bony, bam to bam. Black bonies are good. I'm tempted to take the left hand, obviously. But I mean, this is kind of interesting here with the bonies. We're spawning bonies almost every single room. There's a planetarium here because we skipped that item room on the last floor. Thanks to Curse of the Blind. You see there, Black Boney just doing his thing. Oh, and he's dead. Really utilizing this range here. I mean, Luna seems to show up all the time now. Luna is going to give us a Tears upgrade every time we go into a room. A secret room or super secret room. It's also going to spawn an extra secret room per floor. But it doesn't matter if we cannot get in there because we have no bombs. I'm tempted to take the left hand. I really am. Yeah, so we got a whole lot of money in here. That's great. This mob trap room was absolutely worth it. You see there, we did spawn a bony despite us not leaving this room. It's because we got one from the wave clear. Go on, Boney. Go on, Boney. Man, I wish we had Trinket Smelter. That'd be amazing. Go into the secret room. There we go. So we get a half soul heart and a tears upgrade. The tears upgrade we get's temporary. It's not permanent. It just lasts for this floor only. But it's still worth it to have before a boss. And I'm gonna, because we have a little bit of extra HP here from that half soul heart from Luna, we gain half of a heart. That's fine. We're sitting at 4, which allows us to take a devil deal if we should we get one. I'm gonna begrudgingly take the left hand. We have enough money to buy premium items right now, and we need the soul hearts and also the devil deals. So this is always a great buy here. Remote detonator always gives you half price bombs for a quantity of 5, which is phenomenal value. See, that's the problem that I have with the golden bone, is just that I have to worry about the bonies just getting yeeted like that just instantly. So, and that value that they provide goes right out the window just because, you know, one singular bomb fly decided to do that. The spooky bomb's doing its thing here. You need to calm down. Get a tears upgrade, good. So we've made up our tears rate, but no devil deal, which is kind of annoying. We didn't get a curse somehow, some way. I'm tempted to use the Fool card, but right now we are on pace for the boss rush, so I'm not going to do that. Assuming that we get through these 2 floors in a relatively short amount of time, we won't have to go look for the Fool card on Depths 2, which would save us time and ultimately pretty much guarantee that we get into boss rush without actually having to do it. Pick the vault, we can get a lot of money in here. The left hand, by the way, is going to guarantee all chests are red, and that can lead to guppy items, devil deals, soul hearts, flies, spiders, or it could lead to troll bombs, and that's about it. I did not mean to play that, but okay. So our tears rate's excellent. Movement speed sucks. Damage sucks. Not sucky, but it's kind of sucky. But at least we've now maxed out our tears rate at the soft cap, and that's great. So now we have a foundation. This movement speed's real bad. Now we have a foundation to build upon. Our DPS gets stronger with every single damage upgrade we get. That's not exactly news, but keep in mind we're talking about magnitudes of DPS. Because our tears rate is maxed out right now. Oh my gosh, that's Transcendence. I mean, too bad we don't need it, but I would much rather have Spirit of the Night than Transcendence, but it's nice to have anyway. And a greed fight. That would have been an excellent time for a good shop, but the game had other ideas. And we still have not found the item room, and I know that this way over here is to the boss room. We need to find our item room. And that is not in here. Super secret room is probably here. I'm only going after these rooms because we need... No, surprisingly. Because I don't necessarily want the tears upgrade. I mean, I do, obviously, but it's more about the HP instead. How... There's no way that we were in range of that mushroom. I protest that one, game. I mean, Jelly Belly's fine, but it's certainly not what we're looking for. It was not worth the time. We really got to book it now. It's the boss room. And by book it, I mean very slowly crawl our way over there. So we can sit here and squab with these spiders here. That's no big deal. What is there? They might have spawned in the same room. They did. An eternal heart that's big. Guppy's tail and lusty blood. I'm only going to take one here, because if I took anything else, we would die. But now we have the great combo of Guppy's tail and the left hand. So we are guaranteed to get more chests that we can open here, and that could lead to great things. We failed the 73% devil deal, which is actually the best case scenario, and I'll explain why next floor. Extremely happy to have a movement speed upgrade, obviously. Now, the reason why it's a big deal that we failed, and something to be celebrated, that we failed the devil deal on the last floor, is because we had already seen the contents of that devil deal, and we've already taken the item that we want, right? So, had we actually made that devil deal, when we get to... I cannot believe this is a dead end. What are you talking about, game? If we had actually made that devil deal, our devil deal chance on this floor would have dropped to the minimum, which is 33%. But since we didn't, it now goes up to a guaranteed 100%. So us missing that devil deal with the 73% is a big deal, because we get the guaranteed one here, and we essentially get to have our cake and eat it too. I cannot believe that spider hit us, dude. That is some hit detection right there, I tell you what. Thank you, Belly Jelly. I swear, having Transcendence, it does something to the hitboxes. Every time if I feel like I don't have a body in Isaac, it seems like there's always like some weird extension of the hitbox with Transcendence. But our hopes and dreams of making Boss Rush are very quickly evaporating here, thanks to these maps and that challenge room. And this was all one big dead end. All right. We need to get that Boss Rush to make up for the fact that we did not go into the item room on floor 2. But that is quickly becoming an impossibility. Okay. Like, I'm glad that we got a movement speed upgrade, but we still need more. And also, I need to stop getting so close to mobs here. This room, I don't think I've ever seen this room before. I don't ever recall a room that just had nothing but bonies and was this big. This specific room is what I'm talking about. I don't think I've ever seen this room before. Magic skin, which I will not be taking. I'm going to fight the boss now. It's going to be Black Brownie, which is not a good fight for us. I say that because you have to be very, very mobile to fight Brownie without taking damage. And Boss Rush is pretty much out of the question now. We get nothing burger of an item there, and we get Black Powder, which I will not be taking. Yep. 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 So I'm not even going to try to go for boss rush at this point. So we're just going to abandon that idea. No, I'm not going to hit that button. So now it comes down to the combo of the left hand and Guppy's tail. And is that enough to provide us with resources to win this run? Because right now we've not been able to successfully hold on to our HP. And that is mostly largely due to the fact that we have no movement speed. Very little movement speed. Get a Joker card, which I didn't mean to buy that, but I'm going to buy the Sharp Key just because it's half price. It's 5 keys at like half price, half price. I'm going to abandon the Fool card. I mean, all I really want are soul hearts here. Or mapping. Dude. Okay, Mom's Key is relevant, but not to the not to the left hand. And the question becomes, am I going to hold on to the left hand for the rest of this run? And I think I am until we get Guppy, which is, I don't know if that's going to happen or not. We could take, what I'm more considering is we can take the deck of cards, because that's way, way better. And I mean way better than Compost. Of course, the compass shows up. All right, so we need to get the compass for sure. 20 rib. I mean, I guess I can take it. And we need to get 4 cents off this entire floor here. Make it 3 cents. So boss rush is now off the table, as you saw right there. We have 1 bomb remaining. We have to go back and fight Hollow. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the left hand, because if there is a stone, if there's a steel chest in there. Are you happy, game? I touched it. You happy? If there's a steel chest in there, then we can get money. I'm going to go all the way back and grab the Fool card first, so we don't actually have to do that room. I think there's a secret room there. We only have 1 bomb, though. And me accidentally buying that 1 bomb is going to come back to haunt me here. Yeah. So we are not going to be able to get the compass. We're going to be exactly 2 cents short. And I'm about to break. Unless if I bomb that, the only other hope is if we find, never mind, just kidding. All right, so we are going to get the compass. Thank God. Let's get the compass. Now, what I will say also is that the lack of funds and also pickups is due to the fact that we are taking this gambit of keeping the left hand, whereas we could have been getting who knows what out of golden chests and steel chests. But because we have the left hand, they're being forced into red chests. If we can get 2 more cents, I wouldn't mind it. Let's see if the secret room is here. If we get 2 more cents, then that could give us another soul heart, but it's not. So now I say we just play the fortune-telling machine, see what we can get out of here. Well, now we don't need the compass anymore, but... all right. Crystal ball it is. Now, the crystal ball, on the other hand, is fantastic because it shows us, it gives us mapping, it shows us where all of the secret rooms are, including the ones spawned by Luna. and also has a chance to give you either a card, a tarot card, or a soul heart, guaranteed. So it's basically deck of cards, but infinitely better. Now, if we can just shore up our movement speed, get more damage, we're going to be off to the races here. Guppy would also be preferable. One more bomb and we can actually go into the curse room for free instead of half price. Hey, Luna, thank you. Probably wiser just to not do that. Actually, we know we can get in there because this is a greed fight. Yeah, the door's going to open. So, well-timed super greed fight. So 2 or 3 for Spun here with Euthanasia. Yep, it's about the level of shop I come to expect now here, game. These shops, man, they've been something else. But having the crystal ball is going to be huge for us. It's going to save us a lot of HP because we don't have to worry about ever going to dead ends. We're going to find out exactly where all secret rooms are. And on top of that, we have a tarot card generator, which could give us something like an Emperor card. Board card's a little redundant. I came over here just to maybe get a bomb. Those black explosions of tears, by the way, those are generated by Euthanasia, which will execute any non-boss or mini-boss mobs. You chill out with these troll bombs, game. Yeah, there's the Euthanasia explosion. Another nice job by Belly Jelly. Or Jelly Belly, whichever one it's called. So yeah, you see all these chests showing up, but when we open them, we're not getting anything but flies or nothing. And that is because of the left hand. So it's a hedge against the against how many pickups we get versus how many devil deals and how many soul hearts we manage to snag from the left hand. You're hoping that it outweighs the benefits of having normal chests show up. But of course, that's a crapshoot, and you just never really know. I mean, we've needed bombs for a majority of this run outside of the first floor. I mean, we needed 1 key. I've been doing well with my workouts. On Saturday, I don't usually do any workouts on Saturday or Sunday. Sunday's a rest day. Saturday's usually a rest day. Back in the day anyway, or I would go play racquetball at the gym. But today, or not today, but Saturday, I did not do any workout, but I just wanted to get out of the house. And so I went to the gym and I ran 2.2 miles. It was like 4,000 steps, 412 calories, something like that. These devil deals are trash, man. What happened to you, Stan? You used to be so good. Used to be so good, dude. I've been motivated. Like I've been really feeling the gym lately. Going to the gym on a Saturday, there wasn't really a whole lot of people in there, which is perfect for me. And I did my 2 miles, and it was good. It feels good. I don't know if I'm getting results yet The scale has not really moved, and I've stopped weighing myself daily just because it's just frustrating sometimes to. Let's put it this way: it's easy to be demotivated when you look at the scale and the weight doesn't move. When I know I've been busting my hump here, working out and sweating and making sure I'm getting 2 miles a day. I've been counting calories. I've been doing a good job at that. I've cleaned up my diet. I'm still eating too many carbs, but I'm not too concerned about carbs right now. It was more about just making sure that the diet was clean, or cleaner anyway. I'm limiting sugar. I'm not having hardly any fried anything anymore. The one time I did eat fried food last week, I had a family member come into town, and I had some fried calamari, which of course was amazing, but I just felt so bleh afterwards when I got home. Haven't been ordering pizza, haven't been going to like Subway or fast food or anything. It's just I really have not had the desire to. And the results are nice. Being able to see your caloric deficits, and seeing your macronutrients and that sort of thing. It's really neat. It makes you feel good to say, oh, you know what? Who cares about what the scale says? If I feel better and look better, then that's all I care about. And of course, weight loss will come eventually, but it's hard because I'm not taking progress photos. I've never been one to take progress photos. I go off of what other people tell me. So I can't tell whether or not the workouts and everything and the better diet has affected my physical appearance yet. I would like to hope so, but can't really tell. We get a movement speed upgrade, which I'm happy about, and we finally get a second guppy item. It took us forever to do so, but we got there. All right, come on, left hand. Very, very, very light on the damage upgrades here. In fact, we've only gotten one, and that was Small Rock, and that was it. For this entire run, we've gotten one damage upgrade. That is pathetic, but seems to be the norm lately. Today, actually, I'm meeting with a trainer. I've never been one to do personal training. I've always known the routines that I want to do, and when I was in shape, it was just like our own workout. Like we had everything down, the exercises and everything. But having never worked with a trainer before, a personal trainer, I decided to give it a go. I like the gym that I go to, and the owners are cool. It's a private gym, so it's not very crowded, at least not at the time that I go anyway. And just trying something different, see what shakes out. It would be nice to have a little bit more of a guided workout. Doing a more. I'm really only doing it just because I want to. I don't want to be held accountable. I'm already pretty good with discipline, but it'd be nice to have someone there to analyze, like, the void. I will take 2 Spooky 2 for the tiers upgrade. Remember, we are not technically at the tiers cap. It's being inflated right now because of the Luna. But having someone who knows what they're doing and can track the progress of strength and performance and that sort of thing, that is something that would be nice. Because on your own, you really don't have a good litmus test into when to, like, say, up the weight or anything like that. And I used to keep a workout log, but back in the day when I was in shape, I never kept any kind of log or anything. I just showed up, worked out. I had a training partner that I worked out with, and he was a big old bodybuilder, and he basically called the shots for the workouts. But it's been good. It's been very, very satisfying going back to the gym. Feeling like I'm getting healthier, and I've been very careful with my shoulder and extremely careful with my back. I'm really not overdoing it with weight, even though I'd love to, but I haven't done heavy weight at all. I'm trying not to frustrate myself, and more importantly, I'm trying not to injure myself. The last thing I want to do is go back to rehab for my back, so. Mama Victa's very happy. She's wanted me to get back into the swing of things for many years, and I've always said I'm just too busy, or I'm just not feeling it. You know, I'm just not. I have to be in the right mindset. And we get Guppy! There we go. Left hand complete. Thank you, left hand. We get the Gupster. In the 11th hour. This is an obnoxious room right here. Now I kind of wish we had compost, but, well, that's not true. Let me go ahead and stop myself there. That is not true. I'm glad that we have Crystal Ball. Crystal Ball is instrumental in these types of runs here. Knowing that we're going in the right direction, knowing where the secret rooms are. That is ideal. Two terrible dodges right there. Thankfully, Jelly Belly was able to, once again, save us. I think that has a lot to do with our luck rating, too. When I do feel like I actually can notice a physical difference, I'll post some updates in the. I'll post some picture updates in the Discord. You got to be in the Discord though. Remember, you can sign up here on the YouTube channel if you want to. You could be a paid member. We'd love to have you in the Discord. It financially supports my channel in a big way, and get you emotes whenever I do return to streaming on YouTube. You can use the specialized Mosh Pit emotes for chat. I do plan on streaming soon on YouTube again. Oh man, this could be huge here. Keybeggar in the... We just lied to. Keybeggar in the secret room in the chest is guaranteed items, unless we get a red chest. Okay, and there we go. When I do come back to YouTube streaming, I want to make sure that people manage expectations. I know that a majority of people are going to want to see Isaac, which is the primary game that we're going to play. But if we get longer streams, I don't want to play Isaac for like 3 straight hours. That would drive me insane. I think 1 to 2 Isaac runs per stream would probably be my max. Definitely 1, obviously. And then I would like to play other games other than Isaac on YouTube. I haven't really dabbled too much with that outside of the raid sponsorships, and you know, and I think I did a little bit of. Did I stream Uma Musume on stream? I don't remember on YouTube. I might have. Generally speaking, it's just Isaac, and that's it. Then I know that we did some Pokemon breaks, which that would be fun also to do some YouTube Pokemon breaks for the Mosh Pit. Might have to add a day there just for that. A little too late there, Almond Milk, but thank you for watching, everyone. We ended up putting together a solid run here after a very long time of waiting, and we still only managed 1 damage upgrade for this entire run, so there's that. But I'm very happy that the left hand ended up taking its rightful place as our true support here. And shout out to, honestly, shout out to Jelly Belly for saving us a lot of HP down the stretch there. So thank you for watching, everybody. Have a great start to your new week here in the Mosh Pit. Hope you had a great weekend. Here's your fresh Mosh Pet of the day submitted here on the Sinvicta subreddit by, I'm gonna say Pequi Penguin, something like that. Title thread was, I present Arthur Morgan Senna the Destroyer. He loved watching the 3-item challenge. Hashtag Mosh Pet. Cats are just drawn to me, and I can see why your name has penguin in it, because there's a lot of penguins up there on that shelf. But thank you very much for showing us Arthur Morgan Senna the Destroyer, and thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and hyping everybody. Have a great Monday, and I will see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks to patrons of mine like Alex Fran, Dimble Wimble, and Dershooty01. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find by going to patreon.com/Sinvicta.